We called out 6 positions last week in the community. 5 of them ended up hitting profit. I'm gonna go trade by trade for you guys in this video, and we're gonna talk about what's left in regards to price moves in the month of March. Let's roll the intro. Traders, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Monday Market Breakdown. It's your trader here, Cleveland Bishop. Hope you guys are having a fantastic start off to the week. All right, US session just started off just about 3 hours ago, and we haven't had too much movement as of yet. So let's see what we get. All right, guys, look, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. And I hope you guys have a good time, carouse through all of the different video segments that we have, trader tips, high impact fundamental news content segments, and of course this weekly breakdown. And we have some miscellaneous ones as well, talking about the worst Forex trader, talking about edges in markets. I mean, there's so much that you guys can get. So enjoy, look around, carouse. All right, make sure you guys are subscribed. And if you enjoy the content, make sure you like the video for your boy. I very much appreciate it. All right, so last week, you guys know what we were looking for last week. Real simple. We talked about it last week like 4 or 5 times in the other videos that we released. We were looking for Japanese yen strength, and what did we get? A tremendous amount of Japanese yen strength. Okay, I'm gonna roll some of the tape real quick on exactly what we wanted to see, and then we'll talk about where we are today. Take a look. But again, this is another situation where we may start to see this market turn around a bit. All right, guys, so unless, again, you were living under a rock, last week JPY had its largest week in the past, I think 4 or 5, all right? One of the trades that we took last week was this GBP JPY position. I have it loaded up right here. You guys can see in the beginning of the week, all right, this is around Monday, specifically around March 19th. You guys can see that markets were fairly consolidated, but then we started to get a massive rip sell side. Folks, this is a 4-hour, and that is all nothing more than a tremendous amount of JPY strength. Okay, since JPY is the quote currency, when the market goes down, what does that mean? The JPY is costing less and less Japanese yen to buy British pound. But we can go take a look as well over at the USD JPY, all right? Give you guys some cross correlations. Look at that. Market moves sell side, JPY strength. Let's go look at the CAD JPY. What do you get over here? Market moves sell side. You guys see what we're getting at here? AUD JPY. What do you get? A little bit of sell side. Oh, a lot of sell side, all right? So you guys can notice that the JPY had a massive sell side week. We were here inside of the chat. I'll maybe throw this up. Let's see if we can find, okay, so NZD JPY was something that we played. That was on Wednesday. You guys can see here some of the before shots. These are some of the after shots, and so on and so forth. Again, if you guys are inside of the community, just go scroll up and you guys can have access and you guys can come check some of this stuff out, and it's still free to just enroll and you guys can get a little trial or whatnot. But again, we're just doing a quick recap of everything that went down. So why did the JPY have so much strength? Like, think about what really went on. We know unequivocally that a massive catalyst that drives this JPY strength is pound data, Chinese trade war stuff, okay? Anything in regards to risk that market participants think is deeming risky in these other currencies, you will see them reallocate capital back into that Japanese yen, and that's what we played last week. So very simple trade. We also saw a very similar situation on the CHF. We'll pull back over here into the charts. I want to show you guys, if you guys scroll down, now we're playing CHF. Why are we playing CHF? What is the reason, right? Why did CHF do so incredibly well? You guys can see the after shot here, and in regards to a price move, okay? Again, it was mostly because, and we'll go to it over here, CAD CHF, it was mostly because it also is the same in regards to market participants. They tend to start reallocating capital back into that CHF. It's also looked upon as a safe haven currency. So that was the easiest play in the world. Fundamental play, aligned with the technicals extremely well. Massive catalyst came in last week with Theresa May. You guys see all that's happening in regards to the pound right now. What was it? A million person march to not Brexit. Many people who voted to leave are now protesting to stay because they realize, okay, this right-wingism, nationalism probably isn't going to bode too well for us in the future. Globalization isn't such a horrible thing. It's what allowed our economy here in the US to be so fruitful. We get such low prices. Obviously, there are some downfalls to that when you have certain labor issues happening in some of these developing nations. That's horrible. But from an economic standpoint, globalization does allow us to use some of the resources and the asset in these neighboring economies. Okay, that's why I think that the Brexit idea, it's a pretty silly one. And we can play that here in markets. We can play the idea that Brexit may not pan out in the capacity that we thought it would maybe a year ago. Last year, you couldn't tell many people that the UK wasn't going to leave the European Union. But right now, who really knows? Brexit vote after Brexit vote and negotiation after negotiation just keeps getting pushed back. This is going to be a pretty big opportunity. We'll go into the charts real quick. Let's take a look at maybe some of the, let's look at the Euro GBP. That's a widely traded pair in regards to things that are happening when it comes to Brexit. And you guys can see here's what we're looking like on the 4 hour, but let's do some establishments and on these higher time frames on our macro time frame. So let's go to the weekly. Okay, this is what we're looking like weekly on the weekly perspective. You can see Brexit here, okay, that massive shot up into structure. You can see Article 50 here, and then you just get a tremendous amount of turbulence. And at the same time, we saw Euro weakness. Obviously, we were seeing some pound weakness and or strength. You wouldn't know unless you had those currency indexes. All right, so right now we're seeing a pull back down in a structure. And of course, we know that the pound has been appreciating in value tremendously in 2019. Okay, here, let's take a look at it on a monthly structure to give us a little bit more idea as to what we're looking like, a little bit more cohesion. Okay, so you can see month after month, we are getting the pullback. What are we waiting on, right? What is that next step? What is the next thing that could potentially bring this market back down in the structure? It will be a no vote. If there's a no vote, all the risk that was assumed when markets thought that the when markets thought that the UK was going to leave the European Union, all that risk will evaporate. If they stay, then things aren't so risky anymore and you will see a tremendous pullback. And that's really not the mindset that people have. So we have up our current Brexit level here. Look at that. This is where we were when we were looking at buying the pound. Look how much lower we are now. That was some amazing trades back in February. This is our pre-Brexit level. So this is the opportunity. Look at that. All right. This is the most important graph you guys could have right now in regards to where this market can go. Folks, this is thousands of pips to the downside. Okay. So overall, we still think that this is going to be a pretty decent trade in regards to buying pound. If there is a no vote, if there's not a no vote, then hey, we're in just as much confusion as everyone else. And of course, you'd probably be wanting to sell the GBP USD. All right, so let's take a look at some of our currency pairs real quick and wrap things up. Euro USD, what are we looking like? All right, right now we pulled back down in the structure. This is a monthly time frame. You guys can see exactly what we're exactly where we are. We are retesting the 2015, 2016 highs. Here's our 2017 extension to the upside. Okay, and then here's our 2018 pullback. We're in 2019, folks. Holy cow, everything's just going so fast. You guys are going up. And I am growing up so fast. All right, so take a look. Let's draw from the high to the low here. We'll put up a fib and we'll see exactly what's going on. All right, we have yet to pull back in any capacity. All right, this thing is still massively sell side, massively momentous to the downside. If we're looking at a fib from the low to the high, let's see what that looks like. All right, we'll head over here, draw from the low to the high. And where are we at? All right, we're sitting right here still, right around that 61.8, really hitting off on that 50% retracement level. So again, guys, you're not going to get a tremendous price move here until you get some type of catalyst. We haven't had a true large catalyst for the dollar, and we haven't had a true large catalyst for the euro, and that's why week after week, look at this, we've been stuck in consolidation since November. We're about to cross over into April. This has not been a very well or easily to be traded pair, the euro USD specifically. Now, can you have played euro weakness or strength on something else? 100%. Recently, we just had a lot of euro USD weakness. If you would have played that with maybe the Aussie euro or the euro Aussie, you would have had a tremendous trading opportunity because the Aussie is doing quite well. Take a look at this here. If I pull over, head to the 4 hour, you guys can see it's with a lot of chop, but from the high here, $1.80, folks, we're sitting right now, what's that? We're at $1.50. Okay, that's almost a 2,000 pip sell side move. All right, so again, depending on where you play the pair, some occasions it maybe doesn't work for you so well, but on others, it really can. It can do pretty good. Right now, when it comes to the pair that I want, all right, if you guys are looking for Cleveland, what do we do this week? What is that currency that we want to play? Well, I am keeping an eye still on that CHF. So if we take a look at the USD CHF, I know it looks pretty insane in terms of a sell side move, but me and Kyler are somewhat looking to see a small reversal when it comes to the dollar. We think the dollar could potentially have some kind of buy side move back to the upside. So that might be a potential opportunity here on the USD CHF as long as we can maintain this structure. If we start to break below this structure here, then heck yeah, there could be a pretty large free fall back down to these lower structures. But if we can maintain these structures, folks, we may start to get a retest of this here previous consolidation. All right, so maybe we can get markets to run back up into this structure here. It's not a massive trade, but definitely it's something that we really do like as long as we can maintain this low. And so that's the one position I want to throw you guys. Let's keep an eye on it. If anything happens in regards to CHF strength, then 100% we'll let you guys know here on the channel. Again, CHF strength will be counterintuitive to this particular move, but we'll again see what goes down. Okay, if you guys want to get inside that community, see some of the trades that Kyler and I are throwing out there, links down below. You can access it via the 45-day challenge. If you guys have any questions, comment them below. I want to know what you guys are looking at in regards to price moves this week. That will be pretty exciting. And of course, stay tuned for some of the content we have coming out later this week. If you are new to the channel, excited to have you. Okay. All right, guys, look, if you need anything, let us know. We will talk very soon. All right. Peace out.